Top 5 most amazing artifacts ever found. Thors Hammer, 900 AD. The Thors Hammer artifact was found when it was 1,100 years old. Discovered in Denmark, it dates back to 900 AD, and it's made from bronze with some gold, tin and silver linings. Based on the mythology of Norse, Thor is a god that used a hammer. The god signified strong qualities and natural causes like storms, lightning and thunder, as well as the preservation of mankind by ensuring fertility and healing. The hammer was used for tough operations, including dealing with various kinds of evils like natural calamities. It is associated with the introduction of Christianity in the Scandinavian world. The Ubaid Lizard, 5000 BC. These artifacts of the Ubaid Lizard were discovered when they were about 7,000 years old. They were discovered during the start of the 20th century in 1922 in Iraq. They primarily appeared like human beings, though seemed like lizards, especially looking at their heads. These amazing artifacts have unknown descriptions. However, some wore helmets and others held scepters, which could be easily interpreted as a sign of power and authority. Others showed female human creatures with suckling babies. Generally, they represented Ubaidian people who lived in that Mesopotamian age, which is 5,500 to 4,000 BC. Of course, the statues have been drawn into stories and theories of reptilian aliens that used to roam the earth. Although this seems unlikely, their true nature remains a mystery. The London Hammer, a tool older than human history. In June 1936, or 1934 according to some accounts, Max Hahn and his wife Emma were on a walk when they noticed a rock with wood protruding from its core. They decided to take the oddity home, and later cracked it open with a hammer and a chisel. Ironically, what they found within seemed to be an archaic hammer of sorts. They turned it to a team of archaeologists who checked it, and as it turns out, the rock encasing the hammer was dated to the Ordovician, more than 400 million years ago. Apparently it's so old that a section of the handle has begun the transformation to coal. Creationists of course were all over this. The hammer's head, made of more than 96% iron, is far purer than anything nature could have achieved without an assist from technology. The Venus Figurines, 30,000 to 10,000 BC. The Venus Figurines is a term given to a collection of prehistoric statuettes of women made during the Paleolithic period, mostly found in Europe, but with finds as far as Siberia. To date, more than 200 of the figurines have been found, dating back to between 30,000 and 10,000 BC, all of whom are portrayed with similar physical attributes, including curvaceous bodies with large breasts, bottoms, abdomen, hips and thighs, and usually tapered at the top and bottom. The heads are often of relatively small size and devoid of detail, and most are missing hands and feet. The figurines were carved from all manner of different materials, ranging from soft stone such as steatite, calcite or limestone, to bone, ivory or clay. The latter type is among the earliest ceramic works yet discovered. The Shroud of Turin. A linen cloth bearing the barely visible image of a man with apparent crucifixion wounds became the center of both devotion and controversy when it was discovered in the Middle Ages. Could this be the burial shroud of Jesus Christ? Radiocarbon dating puts the origin of the shroud between 1260 CE and 1390 CE, consistent with the theory that it was a forgery. Nonetheless, the radiocarbon dating process has an army of detractors who continue to argue that the samples used were taken from repaired sections or were contaminated, and therefore give a more modern date. Naturally, many believe this shroud belonged to Jesus, while much of the scientific community who have studied the cloth suggest it is unlikely.
Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed. Check out one of these videos and don't forget to subscribe to support more videos.